So usually what you want to do in games that are character based is first things first, if it has a training mode, you want to go ahead and boot up to it. Right. So in this game I already know I'm gonna play, or likely will play. Because I've played this game on and off my whole life, right? I know basically what all the characters do, I know what characters I actually like, and all of that. But say you're playing a game like this. Well, first thing I would actually say you want to do if you're trying to compete is to look up the tier list. Just so you don't wind up, playing Ness for a month without realizing that he's just the worst character, one of the worst characters in the game, So, do you know what you want to do, though, if it was a newer game, and you're just trying to figure out, who do I like? Okay, you just, boot it up, you press start, whatever, and just start pressing all the buttons, right? That's all you gotta do, just press all the buttons, see which ones you like, all that fun stuff, How does he move? Is he fast? You like that? What's this? What's this do? You gotta sort all of that out. You can just go through every single character and just really quickly run down and figure out what feels good to you and run it down, right? And after you get down to like 3 or 4 characters, then you can go and try and maybe learn the combos of those characters, something like that. I would show off a bit more, but I'm very new to using box, so it's rough for me. But obviously, I already know I want to play Falcon. I played Falcon in this game since I was a kid, for the most part. Maybe not a kid, but you know what I mean. Alright, so it's something like this, right? Like, oh, what does Falcon do, He stomps. Oh, okay, stomps, yeah. His knee, he'll stomp. He knees and he stomps, whatever. Right? That used to be sick. Alright, let's just say, you think that's sick, so you do that. Alright, you're like, okay, maybe I do like this character. And then you go and you play the character some actual matches.
Current mode engaged. Alright, I'm dead.
Armed mode engaged.
No, I wasn't looking.
But no, you'll search, melee guides, melee whatever, and you stumble upon Blippi. Okay, well, what's all here, play. Alright, well, you find out how to play the game on PC. Okay, what's this, Go to learn. Okay, what is all this? ssbm tutorials, the library, hand stuff, the training mode mod, all this stuff. Okay, I play Falcon. I wonder if there's any Falcon discords. You go here, show list of characters. Alright, right there, the cookbook. This is one of the best Falcon ones in the entire game. This is one of the best character discords, hands down, period, for any game. Alright, so okay, you're gonna join that. Okay, and now you're thinking, okay, what are the basics to my character? What do I do, And here's literally everything, Character discords are amazing for this sort of stuff, Okay, what is all this? What's my frame data? What are my moves? All this. What are my hitboxes? You look through all of this stuff, you kind of get an idea, you watch some of these videos, you kind of get an idea of how some good players do what they do. Okay, so you're going to go take some of this and try to understand what's happening. You go play a little bit, you kind of get a bit of a better grasp. Okay, maybe you have a problem with, I don't know, let's see, a character, right? You have a problem with edgeguarding Marth, I'm guessing. Okay. You don't know how to edgeguard Marth, you just seem to keep getting it up for free. There you go, right there. Video immediately, These resources are vast, to be honest. They're probably in almost every game at this point. Everything you need is right there for you to figure out what it is. Anytime you have a problem, it's perfectly okay to stop what you're doing and go and just find if there's any sort of info and information from someone else who can explain to you how to play what you're doing better. So you want to spend the first week or so, up to like a month, just having fun with the game. I wouldn't worry too much about like serious practice just yet in that time frame. Just get comfortable with it. Figure out what your buttons do. Figure out how movement works. Play some people. Maybe you start getting some wins on people. All that fun stuff. Just try to enjoy the game as much as you can at first, so you can even decide if you want to be grinding this game to begin with. Now, if you do want to be grinding in after that time, I would recommend having a more, standard practice routine every time you're going to be playing that day before you play, 30 minutes out, like I said earlier on. I could post something as an example really quick on the screen right now. And I've been doing something similar myself for the past week before I decided to enter my first local. in the past, 5 years. Now, I did wind up going 1 and 2 at the local, and then 2 and 2 in the amateur bracket after a week of that practice. So I think I should be moving my first goal from going 1 and 2, or saying I've already accomplished it, to moving my first goal to actually going 2 and 2 at one of these 20-30 man locals here in Michigan. Now, if you go 0 and 2 at your first tournament, or you go 0 and 2 your first couple of ranked games, or you go play an online tournament and go 0 2 as well, or 0 box or loser bracket, don't get discouraged. Getting better takes time, Not everyone's going to progress at the same rate either as well. Now, your goals don't always have to be these big arbitrary things like, go 2 and 2, get top 8, I'm going to be top 100, whatever. They don't always have to be that. It's probably better to have little small goals in between. Like, on top of wanting to go 1 and 2 at my first local, one of my goals in the very first week was actually just to implement crouch canceling and ASDI down into my gameplay, as well as getting more comfortable on the box. And also with those two things comes with like slide up DI as well, which is very important with Falcon. So I spent most of my first week trying to just do that in every situation I possibly can, to trying to figure out where it's going to be good, and then watching way better Falcon players than me and how they use it effectively. And now for week 2, I want to implement proper DI much more often. I'm big into holding in, for my life nonstop. Which is a very, very bad habit I have to break, on top of it as a building block of what I did in week 1. Now, I also need to implement a tech chase game. I was able to tech chase on controller, but I'm struggling with this, so it's something I need to work on a lot more. Now, these things might not be the most important things for your character, so you should be trying to figure out, okay, what does my character need right away to have a solid defensive game? What are the biggest things I need to learn that's going to happen non-stop every interaction in a match, And this is where you should be looking into the character Discord resources on what they think is the most important thing for a newcomer to learn, and you should be trying to learn that yourself right away.
So I don't expect this to be easy for me to meet any of my goals, and I wouldn't expect it to be easy for you to meet your goals as well. Now, if you have struggled to understand how to actually implement any of this into a different game, like the Valorant or League of Legends, I will more than happily try to help you in the comments or something. There's only so much you can actually put in one video, and this is going to primarily focus on Melee, even if I think all the concepts still apply to other games. This will be part 1 of probably, I don't know how many I'll try to do update every couple of weeks probably throughout the year, of me trying to reach my goal. So stick around if you want to see any more later on. I'm going to let this game be getting absolutely obliterated, so I have a good idea of where I was at 1 week into the game to compare myself to, a month or 3 months from now. And peace.